Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Brev. Welcome to What Would Brev Do, episode 11. This is the series where I, a top 50 player, walk you through an entire game from start to finish. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more MLB The Show 20 content and drop a like down below. Helps me out a lot. Today, we are going to be debuting the new 96 overall Felix Hernandez, 4th inning program boss. Really excited to try this card. I think he has the potential to be really good. Here's how the lineup's looking. We put Prestige Chipper at third because why not? He's a beast. Here's how the lineup is structured. Some of you guys have asked me to go over why I structure lineups a certain way. That is going to be done a lot more in depth in my coaching videos, and I may even just make a separate video itself on lineup construction. I don't think it's really proper for this type of video. Even though it is kind of an all-inclusive thing, I really like to set the lineup and get going on this type of stuff so I can get into a game as soon as possible, since it is live recorded with no editing. So the less time in the beginning that I take up in the menus, the less time I give people to click off of the video. So yeah, you'll learn a lot in lineup construction and coaching, I'll just say that. So hopefully we get into a game here. Hopefully they don't back out on me, but yeah, excited to try Felix. As I said in the last episode, I am moving this weekend, so I'm going to be doing these back to back to back, and you'll see them throughout this week. I am going to be doing 3 of these episodes, debuting each of the 4th inning program bosses. So there'll be an Ellsbury video and a Torrey video coming after this one. So we are the home team. We're taking on the Illinois State Redbirds. He's got a pretty good team. He's got his cap sandwiched between Mickey and Sheffield, which is a really scary part of his lineup. But yeah, excited to try Felix, man. I'm really hoping this is the year that Felix is insanely good. His Prestige looks amazing. It takes about as much time as Oswalt Prestige took. So really not too bad if you're using him a lot. So let's see how he does. Haven't really heard anything from anyone about this card yet. I think it's because it's still pretty early. People are waiting for the price to go down. He hung the crap out of that changeup. Not a good start. This should be a double only. If he goes to 3, it's a mistake. Alright. So, we'll just have to feel him out. Perfect from my opponent. Nice hit there. And he's up the middle with a 1-0 lead already. 2 batters, 1 run. 4 pitches, 3 pitches. Oh boy. Maybe my sequencing's not being good. This guy could also be mad that I declined the friendly. People always tee off on me after I decline a friendly quit. I apologize, man. I have a finite amount of time to do these videos. So yeah, I don't really know where his bat's at. He crushed a changeup and a fastball so far, so we're still trying to find how he likes to hit, try to find out how he can miss his bats. We're also trying to watch the runner here on first, because Mickey's more than capable of stealing on us, and we don't want to get too complacent. There's a strikeout. I think he had good timing. Oh, he's very early. There's a strikeout from Felix. First K. Gave up a run before he gave up a K. He took off right away for that. That was a good play for him. He must have known that was dropping. Okay, so we got him swinging early and off speed for a strikeout, and then he was late on a sinker, so nothing we can really do there. Let's not throw sliders down the middle. But yeah, the reason I went sinker after he struck out on the slider, I often say people overcompensate after they take bad swings. He struck out swinging very early at off speed, so typically people overcompensate on the next pitch and slow their bat down. He did. He was late on the sinker inside. He just happened to bloop one on me. So we're going to go back to the slider down and in, try to get him swinging here. Good take. Didn't quite locate it where I want. I'm actually just going to double up on that, since he swung at it last time. Fouls it off very early. Now we're going to go with the overcompensation again. Try sinker. Too far inside. This is a really scary at bat and a tipping point in the game right now already, because Reggie could easily take me deep here, make it 4-0 right off the rip. So I'm being a little careful. Chipper on deck hits righties a lot worse, although he didn't in last episode. I think I'm going to go off speed again here. I'm going to try this slider one more time. This may be a mistake. I might be going to the well too many times. He was late on it. This is a battle. I'm just going to go sinker away. What an insane take. Oh my god. This guy's about to pop off on me, dude. This is about to be 5-0 in the first. So what I still don't know where his bat's at. I'm really just trying to figure out what the deal is. Also, I can't walk him obviously now with the bases loaded. He's swinging 2-0, so he wants to do some damage. Good timing on that sinker. Let's see if he slows his bat down now, anticipating off speed. Got the four-seamer inside there. Try the slider high. Felix throws a really hard slider. Beautiful. So that was a high tunnel, off speed. Sometimes people anticipate high tunnels, meaning pitches that come in looking high in the zone. They just assume that it's a fastball. So one of the reasons I think Felix is going to be good is that he throws a really hard slider that's hard to time up if you can locate it up in the zone. So we made a really good pitch there in an important spot, and if we can get Posey out here, we're going to be only giving up 1 run this whole inning. What a good take. This guy has had some insane takes with 2 strikes on him so far. Try the sinker inside, missed my spot, but he was late. And we survived. 27 pitches for Felix. It's not the worst thing in the world because Felix actually has pretty good stamina, like 110 I think, so it's not like pitching with a future star where that's pretty much like a 4-inning outing just because of that now, if he keeps that pace up. But huge to pitch out of that, only giving up 1 run. Now we're going to follow our approach that we always have in the game, being patient, trying to figure out what my opponent's trying to do, especially in the first inning. I'm hyper patient, trying to figure out how they sequence. That's just terrible. First game of the day, my timing's always off like crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty much taking till 2 strikes every game in the first inning. Just want to see how people pitch against me, how they sequence. This guy's locating really well. Also, Lodolo is really tough to hit, one of the best pitchers in the game. We're on pace for an immaculate inning here. I should have really gone to practice, done some batting practice before I jumped right in. It's alright though, we'll recover. We've seen 2 balls now, so we're not getting immaculate inninged in the first. That's a good start. Yeah, 3-0 to Chef, no real reason to swing here. With Mickey on deck, he's walked me on 4 pitches, so I'll take that. Now we'll look for something to hit since a home run is worth 2. Sinker right down the middle that I destroyed the PCI with somehow. That was awful. Normally it's a pretty bad idea to push it to third there, but his outfield was playing so far back that it was kind of like a freebie. Core baseball rule, you never want to make the first and third out of an inning at third base, so if that play was at all close, I would have stayed at second. It's a big opportunity for Hanley already, though. Oh, I was very early. Dude, I have been, on Lodolo specifically, with his sinker and 4-seam, I have been so early when I felt like I was on it lately. It's kind of weird. That's tough. I was sitting on that pitch. I maybe should have swung at the changeup the pitch before as well. That was a juicy pitch. But yeah, that's a prime spot where we want to be swinging early in the count. We don't want to be patient there because Hanley crushes lefties. A home run is worth 3. So just didn't swing it well. Let's see if Felix can settle down a bit. He honestly did settle down pretty well after, the barrage of the first 3 hitters of the game. Try the sweeping curve in the dirt. He wanted it. That was kind of nasty. Let's try the sweeping curve again. I've heard his sweeping curve is kind of like a slur from Mize, so that is good. Gets him to roll it over. It just breaks a ton, and like I said in the tier list video, I think the velocity will help a lot. Like he threw that one 82 miles an hour. That's a really hard sweeping curve. So with that much break and the pitch speeds on Legend and that high velocity, could be really good. So pitcher, at the higher levels, it's really just a guessing game. You just want to make sure you're throwing strikes to your opponent's pitcher. You don't want to walk them or anything. Sometimes people sit fastball, sometimes people sit off speed with their pitcher, but at the end of the day, if you put a pitch on the corner, it's very hard for them to get a hit with their pitcher. So locating is the name of the game. He's having a good at bat here though. Several pitches being fouled off. Try this high slider again. Didn't hit my spot. That was kind of a cute pitch to throw to a pitcher, honestly. Go back to the basics. Yeah, getting Lodolo out's pretty important, obviously, here with the top of his lineup. Not locating well. So now obviously I just throw him a sinker down the middle because I'm never trying to walk his pitcher here. If he gets a hit, he gets a hit. Not gonna put his pitcher on first, so we're just gonna lay it in there. I don't think he was debating pinch hitting there, especially in a 3-2 count. That would be really weird. So he is late on it. We get the out. 2 outs in the inning. Back to the top of the order, which crushed us in the first. What is there to say? How did I sequence Biggio last time? I think I just threw a sinker and he hit it second pitch. Oops. You can also hold R2 and it'll show you your previous sequence. That's kind of a tip that not a lot of you guys may know about. So if you think you're pitching people kind of the same throughout the game, or if you're not really sure how you attacked a hitter the at-bat before and you want to change it up, if you hold R2, it'll tell you what the sequence was. I was not that early of a release on that 4-seam and it went way high. That's not a good sign. Much better pitch from Felix there. Let's try this front door slider. This is also a super effective pitch given how hard he throws the slider, and you can see he's late on it there. So Felix mixes really well with how I like to pitch. I like guys like Rob Nan who throw really hard sliders because I think throwing hard off speed up in the zone is really, really good. So that's why I'm a big fan of Felix. So we get through the second, 1, 2, 3. Again, being patient in the first inning. This guy is pounding the zone, so he's not really letting me get ahead in the count, which is good on him, but we're going to stick to our approach here. Sinker, good squared, right at the third baseman in the shift. That sucks. That was a great pitch, great swing, or great pitch to swing at with a great swing. We just didn't get anything there, so he is absolutely pounding the zone. We'll stick to our approach for maybe a couple more innings, but if he keeps this up, we may have to start swinging early in the count. There's a previous episode of me playing someone that was just relentlessly throwing strikes the whole time, and I ended up having to change my approach later on in the game to try to start pouncing on the first pitch when they're being a little disrespectful. So we'll see if he gets there. He's obviously pitching pretty scared to Chipper here, which is warranted. Chipper destroys lefties. He's probably hard stuff. I don't understand why I'm very early popped on a 4-seam and then I'm late on that sinker. Timing, timing, timing. Pretty decent at bat though for Chipper there. The fact that we're going to have Lodolo almost to 30 pitches without having a base runner. Well, just kidding. We've had one base runner. We took a walk, but with how much results we're not getting, this is not really a bad outing from our hitters so far. Alright, slider away, probably comes back inside with the hard stuff here. People don't usually double up on that. He did. Oh, change up on the black. Good pitch. This is classic Brev, man, just looking like a fool the first 2 innings, and then we'll end up popping off later on. Hopefully King Felix will keep it close enough for us. You guys already know when we have King Felix on the bump that he's not going to get run support. That was kind of like his thing in real life, so he knows how to pitch without runs being scored for him, so he'll keep us in it hopefully. Getting Mickey to pop up there. You can see the way I'm sequencing this guy right now as I'm doubling and tripling up on a lot of pitches. The first time through the order I was kind of pitching him with a rocking chair and that I was going fast, slow, fast, slow. Now I'm kind of changing my approach just to be a little more hard to pick up tendency-wise. So I'm throwing multiple off-speed in a row, multiple sinkers in a row, stuff like that, to try to keep him off balance because he seemed like he was adjusting pretty well to the rocking chair towards the end of his tenure through the first time through the lineup. So hung that just a little bit. If that was down farther, that would have been a great pitch, but he's on first there with his cap. Now we got Sheffield up. I remember I threw Sheffield a sinker inside first pitch, so that's why we go off speed there. Again, keeping track of how you sequenced against certain guys can be really well. You can see his be really good. Sorry, you can see his bats really fast right now. So we're gonna stick with the off speed. Threw it way outside and couldn't get a block. That's tough because it takes away the double play. Gonna come at him with one more off speed here, and then we may go sinker up and in if he doesn't bite. He was very early on that. So this is actually going to tunnel perfectly with this sinker. So hopefully he overcompensates here. And he did. He was late. So that's good. He's going to be safe though. This is falling apart again. Oh my goodness. Is that his second late swing hit with Chef? Dude is killing me. Alright, so now we're back where we were in the first inning, where this is an absolutely terrifying spot to be in. With Reggie up, with Chipper on deck, we need a double play or a strikeout or just not a home run of some kind. We'll try this four seam up above the zone, see if he bites. He did, fouls it off. Man, I'm gonna mound visit here for the pitcher confidence as well too, just to get a little more RNG on my side if I can have it. Let's try this sinker low to get a double play. If he bites, great take. It just seems like every time I make a good pitch with 2 strikes, he's fouling it off. He's battling right now. 3-2. Gonna try to front door this. And he good squared. Maybe perfect into a double play there. He crushed that. So now we're even. But yeah, I probably should have gone off speed there. I think throwing a sinker there 3-2 was a mistake because he's shown that his bat is fast and that's the pitch that he's looking to hit. But I didn't trust myself to throw a off speed in the zone there, and I really didn't want to walk the bases loaded for Chipper with only 1 out. So sometimes you just got to put it in there, and if they beat you, they beat you. So taking 0-2 strikes with our pitcher like we always talk about. No real upside to swing early in the count unless there's a runner in scoring position and you think they're going to just hose you one down the middle. Yeah, just try to get the pitch count up, try to get the confidence lower if you can get a walk, something like that. Nice high changeup from him there. My timing is all over the place. It's really hard to hit with your pitcher timing-wise anyway, so you can see he's going 0-1, 0-2 again. Some of you guys are probably cringing. We're just waiting for our opportunity to kind of turn our approach around. He is being relentless in the zone. It's possible that he knows me, especially since he offered a friendly right away, but yeah, we're sticking with it. It looks like I'm hitting terribly, but I promise we'll turn this around at some point. I think I just missed that. Yeah, good okay. So yeah, he pretty much just threw it in the zone first 2 pitches every single time that inning. So next inning with the righties up, we'll have Chef, Mickey, Hanley. That'll be a good opportunity for us to start kind of hunting first pitch. At least show that we will swing early in the count, because right now he doesn't believe that we will. So we're playing a little bit of a tendency game as well. And it's not helping me to be far behind in the count every at bat, which is, you know, why if someone pitches in a way that counters my approach, I do have to make the adjustment throughout the game. But the way I play, the way that I do is because often the patient approach is really effective, especially early in the game when people are trying to pitch on the corner. So it's just not working so far, but we still got 6 innings to work with. I think he's pausing to warm someone up too, which implies that he wants to pinch hit if his pitcher gets up. His pitcher's due up 4th this inning. I don't know why he would. Lodola's pitching really well. We can check that also. Yeah, no one's warming up, so I don't know what he's pausing for there, but you can always check your opponent's bullpen to try to see what they're up to. Nice 4-seamer inside there. He threw that at 98. Oh my god, that was gas. I didn't know Felix threw his 4-seam that hard on this card. That's pretty nice. That'll be up to 99 on his prestige as well. That's sick. Alright, pretty comfortable towards the bottom of his lineup. Having Chipper and Posey back-to-back is not that great a lineup construction from him, honestly, as we get another strikeout, because they both hit lefties better. So if I were him, I would swap Giambi and Posey there, sorry, brain fart. But it's possible Giambi is just a platoon, and that will be someone else instead of Giambi if I had a lefty on the mound, so who knows. But if he's going to formulate it that way, I would definitely have Giambi 7th, Posey 8th, just to mention it. But now we're going to start being more aggressive, because he's obviously going to come in the zone early in the count. we are going to try to punish him if he wants to lay one in there the way that he has so far, although we need to take better swings than that. 0-2, he's thrown mostly hard stuff, especially to righties. The occasional off-speed comes in, but sinker fastball has really been his approach with 2 strikes ahead in the count versus righties so far this game. That was an absolute dot. And then he started that at bat with a changeup in the dirt, so maybe he's making an adjustment here as well to my adjustment. But yeah, we're going to try to be a little more aggressive this inning because he has been pounding the zone so much. I'm just not squaring it up. Good timing on that one, though.
I love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute. The 2-2.
He loves that down and in corner to righties. We will keep that in mind for later in the game. Down the middle. I was so far under that. I've literally hit good popped on that before, but I will take it. Tie the game up with Mickey. Prestige Mickey. Dude, if he threw a sinker there with the break, that would have been perfect. Alright, we got a little bailed out on that PCI, but we will take it. And now we will see if he changes his approach at all now that I've made the adjustment. It doesn't appear that he is. He's still pounding the zone, although this at bat it has been with off speed instead of the hard stuff. I'm just very early on a 4-seam. I don't know what's going on. I told you guys last episode I got a new controller. My old controller was having input lag issues that I didn't know about until I used a new controller, and so very often, especially against people that don't throw too hard like Lodolo on Legend, I'm pretty early on everything, so I need to have more time with this controller. Fights it off as I'm late, talking about how I'm always early. Another bailed out hit there. We will take it. Now we gotta be really aggressive with chipper crushing lefties. I'm looking to swing at anything down the middle here. No patience whatsoever in this at bat. This is a great opportunity. If he lays me a cookie in there, I need to be able to smack it. He's pitching a little carefully to me as well. He's probably just going to pitch around me, and it's possible he pitches around me all the way to my pitcher here. Green light was on there, 3-0 too, but he just wanted absolutely nothing to do with chipper, which is probably the correct play. Still aggressive with Trammell here, with a runner in scoring position. Pretty decent swing. We got to take our shot there because I'm definitely not pinch hitting for Felix, and it's possible he just pitches around me there, and yeah, we miss our shot. So we took our shot with Trammell. We were just off it with the PCI. Honestly, a pretty good swing, and we tied it up with Mickey there. So only giving up 1 run through 4 for Felix so far. We need to pay attention to his pitch count. Although he is only about half energy still despite throwing 71 pitches. That's kind of disgusting. And our opponent is opting to leave Lodolo in, which I think is good for us. We have proven, especially last inning, that we've kind of turned it around at the plate. We're hitting Lodolo a little bit better. My main issue there was being too early on a fastball. That's the worst swing I took last inning. So I am more than happy to keep seeing Lodolo as this game progresses, especially with the top of my lineup coming up that has like Sheffield and Hanley, guys like that crush lefties. Not upset about it at all. You can also see why he's leaving Lodolo in from his perspective. He's only really made 1 bad pitch, you could say, with the Mickey Mantle home run. His pitch count's only around 60 through 4 innings, so yeah. Definitely a tough decision there. There's no really right answer on whether he should have pinch hit there. It makes it really hard to justify pinch hitting, especially with having only given up 1 run, since the pinch hitter would be leading off the inning, right? So if it was a situation where he got runners on, like the 6th hole started the inning and he got runners on and then he could pinch hit with runners in scoring position, that's a much different situation than the one he had where the pitcher was leading off. So it's probably correct for him to leave Lodolo in there. Chopping it up the middle for Mick. Now we got to pitch to his cap. In a scary spot again. I said in the loading screen 2-3-4 was a scary part of his lineup. We're also trying to vary our timings to the plate here because he can definitely steal with Mickey, like I said in the first inning. Let's try this 4-seamer inside as well. He hasn't really liked that pitch yet. Didn't really go where I wanted it to. I don't know what's going on with the connection. Please don't DC me, bro. If we drop connection in the Felix debut, that would be so sad. Alright, it seems like we're good now. He's R2ing me. Change up below the zone. Dude, what is going on? I don't think it's me, bro. I'm going to pause the game and try to see if this connection works itself out. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. This is a situation where it's probably me. I'm probably getting the L here. Man, this sucks. Felix debut, he's pitching well. We were turning the game around. Oh, he took the L. Yikes. I really don't want to post this game because nothing really happened except me striking out a lot. But I have a limited amount of time to do these videos, man, and that was my Felix debut. Plus, I'll be throwing 3 of these at you rapid fire, so I guess I'll post it. Maybe you learned something in this episode. If you really didn't enjoy the episode, please let me know in the comments. Hopefully there was something with sequencing or my approach or something that you learned in this one, but I am going to go ahead and post it. I'm not happy about it. I really wish he didn't DC there. That sucks a lot, but yeah, it was my Felix debut. It was a good game up until that point, so yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. I apologize for a short video. Maybe the other 2 that I'm doing with Ellsbury and Torrey will be a little bit better gameplay, but if you made it this far, appreciate you very much. Thank you guys for watching. Much love, so much support this year. I appreciate it all from all of you. Thank you. I'll see you next episode. Peace.